Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup there. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Newton on third down. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Pushes him over. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So Cam Newton and his offense down by 15. 2:10 on the clock. And the 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock. So they'll need to move quickly here on first down. On first down, it's Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ed Reed showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Kyle Van Noy back with the Pats in 2021 there on the tackle. Second down, back to Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Newton's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on their first possession. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's a give to Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Escapes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff for Etienne. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're ahead by a single point. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line. First and long. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jack Youngblood in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbound.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 40. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ooh, with a juke. Another nice move. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.